Hello, I'm McElhain, and this is the lovely James Martin on Food for Lovers. Now, the kitchen can sometimes be an explosive place.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at that, eh?
That's
yes,
enough,
very,
I think.
yes.
But it's not explosive here, is it?
No, it's
a
definitely
very lovely, happy place.
No, we've got 6 scallops, a bit of nuts, and some butter, and we're going to show you how to create a fantastic meal.
Very good. And as this is Food for Lovers, we have a very special guest, who is the wonderful Matthew Marsden.
Hello. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you,
James.
Matthew.
How are you doing?
Right.
Now, you're probably too busy to cook.
Yes. Or can't cook. I think
Can't
that's
cook,
the
won't
thing.
cook.
Can't cook, won't cook.
Yes. I haven't done that show, but anyway.
You've never done that one?
No.
Blimey, what's happened?
Oh,
a
look,
cookery
no,
show you haven't done?
I haven't done that one. But we're going to simply show you how to do a really straightforward dish, which is scallops. But
Do you like scallops?
I do actually, yeah.
scallops, my favourite fish. Let's see.
What's the little red bit, please?
That's the coral.
Oh.
A lot of people actually take that off, but I think it's got the most flavour. Great for mousses, but you can serve it whole in these lovely scallop shells that we've got here.
Is it a bit chewy?
Great for mooses, but it's alright for us as well.
Yes, but these,
Don't give up your day job.
Yeah, somewhere.
these are actually hand-dived scallops.
Hand dived.
Hand-dived scallops. Normally you can get, with 2 types of scallops, you either get the queenies, the little ones,
Yes.
or you get the larger ones. Now, some of which are hand-dived, some of which are dredged. With dredged ones, they tend to get a mixture of different sizes.
Right.
The hand dive bin, the diver goes down there, picks them up by hand, and literally you end up without.
So these are more eco-friendly.
Well, they are, but they do sort of hand dive and pick the
It makes
best
it more
of the bunch,
expensive being hand
yeah.
dived.
It does, a lot more expensive. They're about £2 each.
You're kidding me?
Yeah, they come in. They're
Wow.
absolutely fantastic. And with that, I'm going to do sort of a hazelnut butter because I know you're allergic to peanuts, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we're going to use
Among other
hazelnuts,
things.
of course, not peanuts. But we're going to do a nice little butter, and then you cook the whole lot from start to finish in the shell. It takes about 8 minutes.
Wow. Are you all right with those sort of nuts?
Yeah.
It's just peanuts.
Just
What
peanuts.
happens to you?
I kind of go orange and blow up.
Oh.
No, it just sometimes
Nice.
it affects my breathing.
Just
sometimes.
put a few peanuts in there.
Yes, put some comedy value.
It'll be a laugh. Come on, it's
Another
television.
giggle.
Now, and I'm going to make you a drink, which is the Vodka Express.
Vodka
Which
again.
is
Vodka again.
vodka again. Yes, we seem to have quite a lot of vodka on this show.
I wonder why.
Nothing to do with me. Champagne is my favourite drink. So I'm going to put a lot of ice in the glasses, a lot of ice in the thing. Maybe you could open that for me,
Okay.
Matthew. In a sort of Tom
Get to
Cruise Tom Cruisey sort of
Cocktail,
way. Cocktail.
okay.
That's it.
Do you want me to put it in?
Yes, please.
Should we have a normal amount or a Maria?
You judge yours. Yeah, Maria
Amount.
one. Remember, there are 3 of us.
Tell me when.
Oh, well, stop.
Okay, fantastic.
Leave me some room to put the. This is coffee, espresso coffee,
Right. Okay.
cold espresso coffee. Going to chuck a bit of that in. And this is sugar syrup, stock syrup.
Stock syrup, which is sugar and water.
Why is it not
Double the
just
amount
called-
of sugar to the water.
Oh, right.
And you bring it to the boil, and now it's cool, and then you end it with sugar syrup.
Wow.
Thank
easy,
you.
isn't it?
So that's to taste, really. So that's like putting sugar in your coffee. So really, this is a kind of vodka coffee, I suppose.
Yeah.
Vodka Express. We are road testing these cocktails, so there's no guarantee that it will be nice.
Okay.
Can you open that?
Okay, here we
Normally
go.
get you to do
See,
it.
pass it over to me. So you just take the top
yeah,
off.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very good. And then you can pour it, Matthew, please,
Okay.
over the ice in your glass.
Looks like a Coke.
It does look like Coca-Cola, yeah.
It's great. You disguise it now. You see, I'm having a Coke and actually drinking a lot of vodka.
Pretty good.
There
Really
we are.
careful,
Equal
wasn't it? I'm
measured.
impressed with that.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So you think my measurements are random, but I know what I'm doing. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Interesting.
Very much like a
Not
Black
my,
Russian.
Not my scene, to be honest. That.
Very much like a
Wouldn't
Black
say.
Russian, which is Kahlua and vodka.
Yeah.
So I think I would.
It is actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without the creamy bit.
Yeah.
So nice.
You like it? Not my scene.
Not your scene.
No, I don't like that.
You hate it.
I give it a 3, 2.
Ooh, what are
possibly.
you giving
I don't
it?
like that.
I actually, with a Kahlua, I like it with a Kahlua, but not like that. So I pretty much give it a 2.5
Oh
actually.
dear. It's
You
up
like
to me.
it because
to,
it's got vodka in it.
I'll give it a 5 just for the vodka alone. So shall we leave you to it?
Yeah,
with
leave me
your
to it. I'm
scallops?
just going to crack straight on over
we'll
here.
go
So
and,
we're just going to
I'll
do
take your drink.
the simple scallop dish. Now, like I was saying, we've got these hand-dyed scallops here. Now, the way to actually clean these is remove them from the shell. If you've got your fishmonger, they can do them for you. But literally, it tends up with a little bit of black membrane, which you can remove off those, and then clean the shells. Actually, normally done in the dishwasher, would you believe? You can keep these shells in the dishwasher. Put the meat back into the shell, like that.
That's great.
And then, what we need to do is make our butter. So we've got a couple more left over there. So we place the meat back in the shell like that. And then simply to make our butter, we've got this selection of ingredients here. Now we've got flat leaf parsley, a little bit of shallot, some lemon juice, some hazelnuts, which have just been, these have been peeled, which you can get from supermarkets now, and some soft unsalted butter. So what I need to do is get a little bit of lemon juice.
There's a lot of butter there. Do you need all that?
Well, we probably won't need all that for this many, for just 6 scallops. But we just take 1 shallot, like that, place it in a blender with the hazelnuts, and throw that in as well, and just blend these up just a little bit. That's it. Just blend them up so you got that word called nibbed.
Nibbed.
Nibbed again. Nibbed.
Do you know that phrase, nibbed?
I'd never heard of it before, actually.
It's a northern phrase, I'm
It's
sure.
not a northern phrase. Nibbed nuts. People understand at home. Nibbed almonds, things like that. I just literally...
I tell you, the soft southerners wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Nibbed. Okay, all right. Maybe they wouldn't. A little bit of parsley we pop in there, and then we throw in some butter. A good... Straight on
Not
your hips.
not one for those on diet. This
There you
one.
go.
No.
A little bit of butter. Obviously, a little bit of seasoning, some salt, and some pepper.
Yes, I suppose it does serve 6, so you're
Well,
not...
there's probably enough here for about 10.
Not exactly the
probably,
heart
but
patient diet, though.
just a little bit of black pepper. And then blitz the...
Exactly. So for those who perhaps want one.
We want to blend this up so all the ingredients actually nicely mix together. Press that down so they do properly mix in. Like that. Lid back on. Takes about a couple of minutes to do this, and while I'm doing this, I'll throw it back over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, now, since I last saw you, which was some years ago, you have done a film with Michael Caine.
I have, yes. I've been fortunate enough to work with the man himself, yeah.
And it's about boxing.
It's about boxing, yeah. I was lucky enough to... The way it came about was I'm a bit of an anorak when it comes to movies, and I was looking in Empire magazine, and it said that Shiner, this movie, had been greenlit, and...
It's called China, yeah.
Called Shiner, yeah. And lucky enough, one of my best friends is a world champion. It was Richie Woodall, so I started training with him and went down for the audition and got it, you know, which was fabulous. And then I moved down to London and trained down there for it. And
Because you're looking very, very fit. Have you got a six-pack? Can we see?
no, I've more got a... The only six-pack I've
Party
got
seven?
is like more of a Budweiser six-pack. I think that's about it. I've put a bit of weight on because obviously I finished training and then
Put a
I
bit of
knocked
weight
off a
on.
bit.
Yeah, right.
I'm running again now, yeah, and getting fit again.
So what's Michael Caine? You're only meant to blow the bloody doors
Only
off.
meant to blow the bloody... He's been, apart from like my grandfather, he's probably been the single most... he's been the largest influence on my career.
Wow.
Yeah, since I've met him.
Do you think you'll stay in touch?
I hope so. I mean, it's not as if, you know, we both have separate lives and we do our separate thing, you know. And he's made about 15 movies since I last did it in a year because he's constantly working. But we really had a good relationship.
Yeah.
And I've really learned a lot from him. He's considering he's a megastar. He's one of the most wonderful people you ever meet. And there's something on quite recently where he had a BAFTA tribute, and a lot of people said to me, "Oh,
did you go to the BAFTA tribute?
Yeah, I went. Yeah, and a lot of people said, "Oh, you know, these stars, like it's obviously rigged," and it wasn't, because everyone genuinely thinks he's a wonderful, wonderful man, and he deserves everything that he gets.
And he was knighted as well, wasn't he?
He's just won everything.
Yeah.
You know, he won the lottery next.
And I remember him doing a masterclass on acting. Did you learn a lot from him, sort of acting-wise? Because he does very little, which maybe is the trick with film acting, isn't it?
It is. I mean, the difference between like doing something like The Street to doing Shiner is, you know, you have to over-exaggerate a little bit when you do. I mean, although I didn't that much in The Street, but when you do movie acting, because it's so close on you, you can really take it down, which is what I always wanted to do anyway. And he kind of feels that if you're good enough to be on screen with him, you know, to get the gig, then you're good enough to do your own thing.
Yeah.
And there were a host of it, like a guy called Andy Serkis, and Claire Rushbrook was in the movie, so it was a really fabulous cast, and we all just pretty much got on with our job. But like, I found myself at times, because he's that good, watching him.
Being slightly in awe of him.
Yeah, I found myself like sitting there thinking, because I don't care about whoever I've hung out with loads of different people and it was very talented actors, but with him, I did find myself like watching him a little bit because he's that good.
He's quite mesmerising. James, what are you doing over there?
We've got our butter, which I've blended together. I'm just going to add a little bit of lemon juice into there, and then just blend this all up. There you go. Mix all that together so we get all that nice mixture blended together.
That's a lovely buttery sensation in there, isn't it?
That's nice. That's perfect. So once we get to that stage, then all we do is just grab a spoon and we place a little bit of the butter on top of each of the scallops, like that. Just a generous amount of the hazelnut butter over the top. There we go. That goes on there. It's easy, you see. It's one of those simple dishes that you can easily do. Pop those on there and make for a dinner party. Then all you do is just literally pop them in a hot grill, but place them at the bottom of a hot grill, because otherwise the butter will burn before the scallops are cooked.
Yes.
Then we go to the bottom of a hot grill, 8 to 10 minutes. While they're cooking, we'll go for a quick break. Join us in a minute when these two can be chatting, and I'm going to get on with a quickie. Hello and welcome back. Now, before the break, we've got these scallops in. These are actually cooked now. Simple and as easy as that. They're nicely cooked. The hazelnuts got that lovely sort of brown colour. Switch off our grill. So they'll just leave to just rest those for a while. So obviously if you heat those too hot, they'll be a little bit tough. So we just leave those to rest so the tendons can actually sort of relax, and that'll be perfect to eat in about a couple of minutes. Just enough time to do a quick salad to go with our little scallops here. Now what I'm going to do is do a lovely simple bread and roquette salad. So we just get some French bread like that, and we just dice this up to small pieces. A bit like doing a little crouton salad really. Pop that into our salad. There we go. And then what we do, this is just simple rucola or wild roquette, which is the best roquette that you can buy. Try not to buy the farm stuff because it doesn't taste that peppery. And then a quick way of actually doing our little dressing is to season the bowl, not the salad leaves. A lot of people, when they're actually seasoning and making salad dressings, literally get some pepper and throw it in, and throw a load of salt in the middle, and when you mix it together, somebody in the dinner party gets a lump of salt in one of the salad leaves. So if you season the bowl, so if you see the salt going around the edge of the bowl like that, as you mix it in, all the seasonings.
That's a very good tip.
That's
Go
great.
into our leaves, you see. A little bit of olive oil. There we go. And a touch of balsamic vinegar, which we have in here. Just a little bit.
I love that stuff.
Balsamic.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. Just mix that together using our hands, because they were obviously invented before knives and forks. Mix that together. So we've got all those lovely flavours in there. And you don't want to mix it too much, otherwise the leaves will actually start to fall, but literally just pop that in the centre of our plate like that. And just pile that up. There we go. And then all we do then is literally put our scallops around the edge. Just grabbing these scallops, using the tongs because the shells get very hot. We've got our nice butter which is still in there, which keeps them lovely and moist. Place these around the edge. And that is our simple scallops with hazelnut butter. As easy as that.
He's very good at presentation, isn't he?
He makes it look so easy. If that was me, I'd make it look appalling. But he makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
It does actually make you feel like you could go home and do that.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you can have a taste of this.
Shall I move that out of the way?
There we go. Have a taste of that. Hazelnut
Would you like to have a taste?
They just need to cool them. Just give them
Should
30
we leave
seconds
it
to cool
for a
down,
second?
and then there we go.
So back to your film. Now, when you were
Yeah.
on location, did Michael Caine have any special treatment? Did he have his own chef?
He
or-
had a big
he had his
he
own
had a
chef?
big trailer. He didn't. He ate with us, and he's one of the boys. I mean, what thing that made me laugh was we were on set. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and there's this scene where I get the side of my head blown off, and
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, it's unfortunate. But and he's sitting there, and I see him. He's like looking like this, and I said, Mike, I said, what are you doing? He goes, I'm going to have this suit. And he was so like chuffed about the fact that he really liked the suit that he got on. He got that humility about him, you know, that
Yeah.
And he wore the suit to the Oscars.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, it's just I
Was
can't.
it a nice suit? Was it what was it?
It was a smashing
designer
suit. Yeah, yeah. It was his tailor. He has his tailor, and I think he has it in his contract. Don't quote me on this, but I think he has a contract that he gets all the suits that he wears in his movies. So, but he's a wonderful man. Wonderful.
Like he couldn't afford to buy them himself.
Yeah, yeah, and he loves his food. Actually, he's a big food fan. Because
of course, he had Langham's. Oh, I think he's still got it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He had the Canteen as well, which is a very famous restaurant.
The Canteen.
Place
is
called
it
the
still
Canteen,
going?
which used to be with Michael Caine. It used to be him and Michael Caine. He used to have a very famous restaurant on Chelsea Wharf.
Yeah, is that on the wharf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's still going, is it? The Canteen?
Still there, still there. I don't think he
anymore.
has anything to do with it now. I think it's an Italian guy that's taken it over, but yeah, it's still there.
So have you worked with Marco?
Did do at one point in time, yeah.
Did he kick you?
I'd say so. Not me, but he
Did
did.
he beat you up?
No, not me.
He
no,
does
but
beat
he
people up,
has his
doesn't
has his little
He used to
temper
beat
tantrums.
people up. I think he's
Was he
softened
the
now.
first person to do that? Was he the first chef to be
No, I
eccentric?
think
and
it's sort of in France as well. They treated you pretty bad. As well, when you were an Englishman working in sort of France, you were regarded as sort of Yorkshire pudding and roast beef.
Oh really?
And now we're better
But
than the
he's
French.
not French, is he? I thought he was.
No, but the French mentality of cooking was the fact that they were better than anybody else, regardless of anything.
Yeah.
And sort of their mentality and the way that they act towards food has left them way behind. So the British and sort of even New Zealand and Australia now are cooking far, far better food than the French. And
So we're
are the
leaving them
days-
behind.
Yes, because when you go, I'm a great believer. So if you go to sort of London, which I think is the gastronomic capital of the world, you go there and you can have the most amazing Japanese, which I love Japanese, Chinese, Italian, French. You can have whatever you want, but the very, very best of whatever country there is, all in one place. Whereas if you go to France, you'd be very hard pushed to find a good Indian restaurant in Paris because
Yeah.
they're just so set in the ways. They just think French food is the best.
No,
and
but
that's
in
it.
Paris even they have their little quarters, the same as we do in London. Like,
But
you
there
know,
aren't that
Chinatown.
many. There aren't that many as looking at if you go right throughout France, the way that the French cook and the way that they act towards food, they have that little, dare I say, arrogance towards it. Whereas they think
Their
there's
way's
something.
best, so why
they
should
think
they
there's
have
a way.
anything else?
Why should they change? And I think they've been left behind in the way that we cook in England and the way that sort of the Italians cook and the way that other countries
And if
cook.
you've ever stopped at a motorway service station, you wish they had a little bit more arrogance in this country, frankly. Because if you stop in France anywhere, you will always get a lovely meal, just at even roadside cafes.
I think that's the thing. If you are travelling through, you can guarantee a certain level. It's like in the States, you get a certain level of service, certain level of food.
And a certain amount of food as well.
Well,
in
a
the
certain
States.
amount of food, yeah. Yeah.
You're a big fan of America, though, aren't you? You
I
like
love
LA.
America. I think that I love the fact that they are enthusiastic about you and they want you to do well. I think over here you have that tendency, especially in the media, to say if someone's doing well, that you kind of wait, they're going to knock you down. But in America, they love you, they get behind you. And sometimes it's a little bit too sugary and you think, just give it a break a bit. But
Yes, all the have a
a
nice
bit
day.
of that doesn't go amiss, and people people really take pride if they work in a restaurant and they wait tables. That's a job for them. Whereas here, I think people tend to look down on it and think, well, because they make a fortune in America on tips. So
And also, they're always script writers and actors.
Yeah, well, that was the way in LA when I went. I was really surprised because I'd heard the myth that you work there and you see all actors and like everyone's beautiful and it is pretty much like
Are
that.
they all beautiful?
All the guys are like mega fit. They're all like you can always tell they all work out and I didn't really see that many beautiful women there. But apparently they all come out at night and they go to the clubs. But because I was so busy reading scripts, I was back in the hotel and I was reading scripts and going to bed early.
Did you find that everybody looks slightly the same?
Yeah. I mean, you can tell there's a lot of surgery. I went to a really nice restaurant there one night, and there's this woman. It looked like she was going 100 miles an hour on a motorbike because her face was like sucked back, like somebody pulled it like that. And she was like, eyes are gone, and she got this huge chest that was just like there. You could have like walked under and never got wet. I mean, I bet her feet must never have got wet when it rained.
Is it Dolly Parton?
I don't know about that, but it's just. You've got to. It's like anything. You've got to take the best of it, and I really liked it. And most of all, I love the weather.
Yeah.
I mean,
constant blue skies.
Well, I phoned my manager and I said, "Oh, what kind of day is it today?" She went, "Oh, it's not really good. It's 80 degrees." I'm like, freezing, in my house. And I love the whole way of life in America also.
But you won't. Do you think you'll move there forever?
Not forever.
Just for work.
Not forever. I
Do you
love
think
my
we can try these now?
Yeah, they're ready. Yeah.
Will they be cool enough?
This looks great. So that's the thing as well. I mean, these days, the attitude towards men being good cooks, it's like if you're not a good cook now, people kind of like looking at. I wish I was good
Well,
at cooking.
you can be. Hang out with Mr. Martin over there.
Mm.
That's lovely. That butter is gorgeous.
They're good, aren't they?
That's great.
I'm going to dip a bit of that bread in the rocket salad into that sauce because it's so delish. So no plastic surgery for you then in the fullness of time, Matthew?
No, I don't think so.
You're going to let nature take its course?
I think so. I mean, I think if you look at I think things are organic and you should let them grow. I think if you look at Sean Connery, it looks better now. I know it's an extreme example. He's probably the most handsome man in the world, but he looks fantastic. Mm. And I just think it's. I mean, I'll be 60. I'll be like that. You know what I mean? And it's like all the time. I think that you should grow organically and get all the funny roles as you get older.
Yes, character roles. James, how's that salad going?
Me, not bad. This is just a little bit of watermelon, just mixed together, just diced up, which I've just diced up,
What's
quite
the
chunky,
cheese?
with some feta cheese on the top. And then we've got a mixture of herbs, which I've got some mint, some basil and some flat leaf parsley, which you just chop up, mix with a little bit of lemon juice and some olive oil, salt and pepper to create like this dressing. And put that over the top, makes a great little starter. And if you were to taste this, I think
We've
it
got a
tastes
knife and fork over here.
absolutely fab.
Can I ask you a question? As a chef, do you get home and think, I know, I'll just prepare this really nice salad, or do you just go chuck the microwave meal in?
I know some chefs have sort of microwave food. I personally don't, because I just love cooking. I think when you get to, if you get to sort of 40 and you've been doing this sort of thing for 30 years or 20 years, you're going to get fed up of it and you're going to want sort of a takeaway. But, you know, it's so simple to knock stuff up like that.
And do you do you experiment with stuff?
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, just experiment with different bits and bobs, but that takes no time at all to knock up.
That's lovely.
Mm.
That's a taste sensation.
Like that.
Just melon, feta cheese, and what's the herb?
Melon, feta cheese, and then in the dressing you've got flat leaf parsley, basil, mint, chopped up with some lemon juice, salt and pepper, and olive oil. 1 part lemon juice to 3 parts olive oil. Poured over the top, salt and pepper.
It's wonderful.
That's good stuff, isn't it?
Do come in and show us again, Matthew. Thank you very much for this, James. Hope you'll join us again as well on Food for Lovers. Bye for now.